Hola, hola, pura vida a todos. Gallo Gamer CR, Gallo Gamer de Costa Rica. Pura vida a todos los suscriptores y al público en general. Y arrancamos con Avowed. Pura vida a todos. Avowed.
Or whatever you have planned, I suggest you do it.
Kevin Urrutia, el creeper mexicano, el creeper de México, la meca de Xbox. Viva México, viva Xbox. Avowed en el Game Pass. Todo bien, Kevin, todo bien. Aquí estamos estrenando juego.
Or whatever you have planned, I suggest you do it.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. We were drowning in our nightmares for so long. Your hand was a branch. Escape! We reached for you. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. A rot eats at the foundation of this land. Corruption seeps into the soil. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you. We do not know. We have tried. We cannot, and we are afraid. We fear the rot. It spreads in the bear. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festered, but a favor. A favor for a favor then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire, new again this world.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail. You must be sensitive to the spirit world. Some are gifted, or cursed, with such talents. Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security, sees enemies lurking around every corner. Your interests are more aligned than you know. But while you and I answer to the Emperor, Ludwig and the Steel Garrote answer only to themselves. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. We'll talk more at the embassy.
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this. Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that thing, can she? You are full of surprises, Envoy. I'd heard godlikes have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradise. Enjoy the calm while you can. Let's talk the next time we can.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. You know, for most people, getting sent to the living lands is a punishment. But, according to ZYNG, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. Tall grass, huh? Even in Rawatai, you lot are the stuff of legend. I guess I should count myself lucky our paths didn't cross sooner. But that raises a bigger question. Why would your Emperor send one of his most accomplished warriors all the way out here? Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. Now that we've seen the Dream Scourge, I understand what the fuss is about. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Someone once told me you need more than a little crazy to last out here. I get the feeling you'll fit right in. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sense, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands. Don't get me wrong, it's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from. It was, for some. Not always the types you'd want as your neighbors. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So dream scourge. I guess it sounded better than miasmal canker. So did my commanding officers. Holler if you need anything else. I haven't seen this much excitement in a while. In a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy. I was just getting warmed up.
we go!
This used to be a good fishing spot until something started dragging people away.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in bird shit. Must have washed ashore from parts unknown.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Envoy!
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped. Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. As many as the beetles and worms in the soil. But we do not want that. We could send you back. Just this once. The minnow can slip the fisher's net, even while the prize remains. And the fox chews its leg off to escape the hunter's snare. It is the only way. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. You'd think so, but I can't find a scratch on you. I still don't know what that means.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. Hey, I'm sure you would have slung me over your back too, if...
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. Don't get too excited. When you play with life and death, there are bound to be consequences.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible. Sounds like the echo of a past life. I wish I could tell you more. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. One who sees into the spirit realm, speaks to the dead, and knows the past through their eyes. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy.
I suppose... Tell me.
Hey, I had a dream about this.
Godlike. Interested in saving a couple of lives?
Qué chistoso.
Guess Adir and discipline has control.
Nice shot!
Nothing like a win with a good team. Sometimes we get more contraband coming through here than honest goods. This is where you fell. Don't count on anyone cleaning up the bloodstain anytime soon.
Hola.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wild.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too. Zara. You may be smart, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful. Next one's mine! To your left! This is Dehangan's place, or was. It's the Zarab's now. Show me what you got! I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarab holding hands. What do you see? You'd know better than me. Take a look around before we go. Anything juicy? Well, Dehangan's the only...
No. Avowed, Obsidian Entertainment, Xbox Game Pass, Xbox PC Game Pass, Microsoft, Epic Games, Unreal Engine 5. México, Xbox México. Eso es Avowed.
Kind of stance is that? It's serious. Get lost.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area? It's a fine day for greeting.
Godlike.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. And you found the leader, right? Like I asked you to? They painted? All right. I lied to you. I can't keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here? That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. You think so? Not that I disagree, but... You're right. What if I'm wrong? God, I'm just looking for something to blame. I'm so tired. I should go. Thank you for trying to sort through this.
You say the militia have closed Paradise to newcomers, so where should I go?
Well, there's always a chance. Well, you know.
That's far enough, Outlander. Well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself. I'm your death, swift and subtle, like a blade in the dark. And this here is Pod. Hello!
Well, I can see which of you two is the poet. Unfortunately, you're both short on common sense.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our fair city. Ha! That's right! Think of us as the Paradise Welcoming Committee. And you're not welcome.
Hey, that's not nice.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal. Ha! Let's make it quick. You're not the only one with places to be.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway. You're mine now! Just like the good old days.
Good afternoon. Gods be with you, envoy.
Envoy, got a situation over here.
Wow, it's really you! I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs. Yes, sir. My brother Cadman and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot, but no place like this. I fear for their lives, envoy. Gods, do you mean it? They just sent...
Envoy. I can't believe you're alive. How do you feel? Homesick already, after what you've been through. But there's work to be done on the front. Our first... Did the Emperor send you with anything for me? Your writ of... Very good. Now, thank goodness. At least someone understands the... And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how... No sooner had you arrived than you found you... At this point, I can't rule anything out. We're in uncharted waters. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the dream scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. No doubt some superstitious peasant toiling in the fields. The Living Lands has plenty of both. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
All the more reason to strike first. Or so they think.
Whatever their reason, I won't lie to you, Envoy. But defend it we must. For the sake of everyone who calls this island home. These Paradisen rebels must face justice.
Not many, I know.